So as I discussed you, today's your topic is Gueridon service, which is your first topic in your syllabus in 6th semester. Alright, so we are going to start with the first topic, which is the Gueridon service. See, you can see on the screen, you can see here the type of Gueridon trolleys. These are your learning objectives, which is equipments used in a Gueridon trolley, safety in Gueridon making, advantage and limitations of Gueridon service, dishes prepared on trolley. These are the certain objectives of the Gueridon service. Alright, so we'll discuss one by one each and everything. You have to just bear with us. Okay, let's start with the history of the origin of the Gueridon service. See, actually the flambe dish was first become popular in Edwardian era, which is first dish was claimed name is crepe Sujat, which was invented by Henry Carpenter working as a commis at the Café de Paris in Monte Carlo in 1894. In honor of the Prince of Wales' girlfriend named Sujat. So behalf of this lady, Prince Wales' girlfriend, the name is called as a crepe Sujat because Mr. Incidentally, he gave the unique texture on it, and the person who had this dish and he got the like very mouth feel very full texture to the dish. That's why this name called as a crepe Sujat. All right. Okay. So next is the introduction about the Gueridon. Actually, this is it's referred to the mobile service trolley or a table from which a dish may be prepared, processed, dressed and plated in the presence of the guest near their table. This service is provided at fine dining restaurant where a la carte menu is served for the guest with high spending power. In the buffet service, it can be recalled as on-spot cooking of dishes. Generally, it is performed by chef de partie from food and beverage kitchen or by the head waiter. Okay, so type of trolley will discuss you further, and the next is how the Gueridon service comes into industry. So this is actually originated in 19th century in Russia. So the Gueridon service is also known as the Russian service. Okay, so Gueridon service is also known as the Russian service. See, the French word Gueridon means a round table from which food may be carved, filleted, flambé or prepared as per the guest choice. Okay, see, the another important things is see, this is actually the human tendency detail if the something different kind of dish is going to prepare on the restaurants. So everybody wants to know that what is it and what is this. That's why the Gueridon services come into the industry. Alright, so next is the definition of Gueridon. Gueridon is a mobile service trolley or a table in which food may be carved, filleted or prepared and served to the guest according to his or her choice. Okay, Gueridon may include carving, salad preparation, filling or preparation of the dish, fresh fruits and so on. Trolley has sufficient space to carry the entire equipment requirement for preparation and service. Otherwise, person working on trolley. The person who working on the trolley name is called chef de wagon. Chef de wagon may use a side station or a side table, as that is why it is termed as a chef and commis chef. Okay, there are different kind of trolley are used in the Gueridon service, which is hors trolley, salad trolley, flambe trolley, cheese trolley, liqueur trolley, and so many others. So each and every one we will go in detail. So let's start with the Gueridon trolley. Gurdu trolley, it's actually for at least display a 10 to 12 variety of appetizer on this trolley. The container holding appetizer are placed over ice. It is designed to hold ice and container holding the appetizer. It have area to place guests and plated by the service staff, or the guests can plate it appetizer themselves. The food is served from the right hand side of the guest. You can see on the image this is the Gueridon trolley. Alright. Next is your salad trolley. Okay, what is salad trolley and how it is work, and what are the preparation we had to do on the salad trolley? Okay, it has half plate and bowl, under plate container with the prepared ingredients, salad dressing and seasoning that are required to prepare a salad. Salad dressing may either be prepared on the trolley, in the presence of guests, or the kitchen. Most restaurants make the dressing in the kitchen, and the dressing of salad is carried out on trolley in the restaurant. Okay, so this is required. This is for actually when we serve the salad to the guest, as the doing the flambe, right? So for this purpose we use it. You can see the image of the salad trolley. And next we are going to talk about the cheese trolley. Okay, cheese trolley comprises of a deep covered cheese board and sufficient place to keep various accompaniments. Cheese trolley is also used as a salad trolley by most of the in a catering establishment. Trolley has sufficient space for cutlery, crockery and service utensils. Variety of cheese are placed on the cheese trolley and wheeled beside the guest table. Guests make the selection of choice, which is sliced or wooden cheese board is placed on the cheese trolley. Guests want as per their choice, right? So you have to cut the whole cheese from the a bunch of cheese pieces, right? So for this you have to put the wooden chopping board, because cheese is always cut in on the wooden chopping board. All right. Okay. So next would be a liqueur trolley. Okay, what is liqueur trolley? Liqueur itself, this is the alcoholic beverage, right? So it means alcoholic beverage served on the liqueur trolley. So if you are served the liqueur trolley, this should be there in some liqueur bottles. It should be there in some glasses, some carafes, and some cigarettes and cigars and lighter as well. A restaurant normally has two or three types of trolleys, mainly preparations, flambing, and liqueur trolleys. Okay, it is used to serve different type of liqueur and brandies, while liqueur trolley is used for all type of whiskeys, rum, gin, vodka, and wine. Is used to serve types of wine ranging from aperitifs to table wine. So each and every kind of wine we can serve on the liqueur trolley as well. All right, sir. Okay. Going to the next. Food preparation, carving, and flambe dishes. These have a gas burner on flare lamp, which is fixed on the trolley to the label of the top surface. Carving trolley have carving board, which is placed over burner trolley is necessary when the pastry finished food is to be held not hot during the preparation. On burner is used for keeping the food hot. Why we put this? Because we can maintain the temperature of the food while cooking. Okay. Before the advantage, we have to tell you here See, advantage of guest Gorodon service, it's actually a highly specialized service. The waste staff prepared or carve the dish and serve the guest. High level of customer satisfaction is there. The dishes are prepared, carved, and flambé in the guest presence because uh, this is the kind of high level of guest satisfaction can achieve by providing excellent service to the guest, right? If you serve in a well sequenced manner your food to the guest, that would be very appreciable for the guest as well. Guests can enjoy the varied choice of menu from the trolleys. Yes, of course, if you are serving the Gorodon dishes from the trolley, the guests can enjoy the variety of menu from the trolleys. Good merchandising device is considered as a good merchandising device. Guests will be tempered to order for dishes that are served from the trolley. And food is freshly prepared in front of the guest according to his or choice, which leads to impulse buying, retention of the customer, and enhance the image of the service staff as well as organization. Guests enjoy the skill of the service. So Gorodon service also is a major point because you need lot of showmanship required, right? You have to show your showmanship towards the guests while preparing or doing the flambe. All right. So it's also depend on the person who preparing the dish or person who are taking care of the Gorodon trolley and the dish. That should be well groomed and well dressed also. So uniform part also requirement. Standard of hygiene are very high because of close proximity of waiter to the customers. Style of service helps establishment to promote the sale and earn maximum profit. So this is about the advantages of the Gorodon service. Next is the disadvantages or limitations. Limitations considered is the cost of investment in buying special equipment is very high. So cost of investment is very high in Gorodon service. Required highly technical skilled staff and the labor cost can be high. Yes, of course, because you need highly skilled staff for the preparation of Gorodon trolley and Gorodon dishes as well. Staff and guest ratio is high. Number of staff you have to there in the Gorodon service because the person who dealing with the guests you have to spread to well catered things, right? Slower seat turnover because Gorodon service required more time to prepare and serve the food beyond food and beverage item. Yes, of course. This is the disadvantage because flambe dishes take more time to serve the food, right? That's why there is no slower seat turnover because Gorodon and may reduce the capacity of the restaurant. More chances of mistakes. Yes, of course, there are more chances for mistake and accident and can be seen by the guest, which may be lead to reputation of the organization. So chances of accident is more on it, and cooked in a service area may labor odor. So it was about the merits and demerits of the Gorodon service. See, actually, the Gorodon, this is the tendency of the human being. Whenever they see the new things, want to know more about the things in detail. You all know about it because it's a human tendency. If I see something, there is more things to know about the things which is there in the or which is happening in the restaurant. So it is apply the food service industry also. That's why the new trends are getting success and diners are delighted, and they and that is the reason most of the traditional kitchen of restaurant now converting into show kitchen. This is also a very orthodox region to most of the kitchen is converting to the live kitchen or show kitchen. If we look into a detail and think about the style service of food from the trolley, you may realize that older version of flambe service is now converted into the most modern show kitchen, where a food is prepared in front of the guest according to his or choice. Right? Okay. For preparing a different kind of food. Okay. So the Gurdo equipment used in the Gurdo service is the flare lamp. First is flare lamp, gas stove, saffron dish, sujet pan, and carving board. These are the five equipment used in a Gurdo trolley while preparing the Gurdo food. So let's discuss one by one. First is the flare lamp. Okay, what is flare lamp and how it look like? You will see the picture as well. See, flare lamp. This piece of equipment is operated with methylated spirit and has a reservoir for fuel, a wick which is adjustment knob, a chimney, and a grid. This is actually a 6 to 8 inches in diameter and 8 to 10 inches in height. So this is the size of the flare lamp. 6 to 8 inch in diameter and 8 to 10 inches in height. Also help to make the trolley more attractive. This is help to trolley more attractive as well. And the flare lamp is used for food preparation, carving, and flambéing. You can see the picture. This is the width and the height of the flare lamp. We generally use the calor gas on it or methylated spirit. Otherwise, we cannot use the LPG on it, because these are the colorless and odorless spirit. So that is the reason we use the colorless or spirit or methylated spirit or gel, fuel gel, because LPG we always use the calor gas and methylated spirit. Okay, next is the gas stove. Gas stove. Many establishments prefer gas stove over flare lamp. This is the cylindrical are placed under the gas burner in the chamber and connected to the stove. The stove used in trolleys should be frequently cleaned and maintained. Okay, another equipment is the saffron dish. Saffron dish, you all know, this is used to maintain the temperature of the food. It is a container holding hot water on which food container is kept in retain the temperature of the food. It is also used to cook custard for certain sweet preparations. Everyone have seen this, I think, right? Next is the sujet pan. It is a sauce pan which thick bottom and lid is normally made of copper lined with the corrosion resistance, non-reactive to the metal. It is used for cooking. Sujet pan, it is used for cooking the flambe dishes. I like you wearing the banana flambe, crepe sujet, or the pineapple flambe, and so many dishes. So you have to use the sujet pan. You can see the image as well. This is the stove. Next is the carving board. Carving of meat and poultry should be carried out on a serving board, and each category of meat and poultry a separate carving board should be used. After use, it should be thoroughly washed and cleaned. Okay, so once you used it, it should be thoroughly washed and cleaned. Okay, and knife we also consider as equipment, because there are the wide range of knife available, but following knives should be like you can say stainless steel paring knife. You can use stainless steel and different kind of knife you can use for the carving. Hot plate are the mainly kept on the side station and widely used for reheating purpose. Electrically operated hot plate are now very common, but few of the getting in units is still using methylated spirit or gas plates. So there is also another way of cooking the gordo. This is hot plate, right? But in the hot plate you cannot do the flambe. I think so. Okay, point for mise plan for the Gozo service. See, the nature of mise plan depend on the trolley to trolley and menu item offered from the trolley. Nicely arranged item increase the efficiency of the operations and provide additional value to the presentation. So you have to arrange the item on the trolley in a such a manner where it is used for your the your like when you use this equipment, it should be not taking too much time. All equipment must be absolutely clean and polished daily. Top and under shelf should be covered with folded tablecloth. Stacking of cutlery should be similar. Stacking of cutlery should be similar fashion as the stacking cutlery in the pigeonhole sideboard. Right, and the Gordon service sorry always place electric gas methylated heater or hot plate on left hand side on the top of the trolley. Use a saucer under the burner to avoid spoilage which may lead to accident. Arrange carving board and carving knife on the top of the trolley. Ensure all type of accompaniment sauces and seasonings such as Worcestershire sauce, Tabasco, oil and vinegar, cured French and English mustard, castor sugar on top, and dehydrator is it is very important. Next is the point is lower shelf can be used to place service plate, service salver, side plate, joint plate, and spare plate for dirty cutlery. So this thing you have to keep in mind while planning for the meja plan. Silver underplate or of different sizes to offer accompaniment, vegetable, potatoes, preparation, and salad may arrange in lower shelf. Spare napkins, dolly paper are always useful during the operations. Other items such as QT pad, check pad, etc. may be placed on the waiter side boot together with the surplus of all Gordo equipment. The waiter's pad, QT pad you should place on the sideboard together with the Gordo equipment. Okay, flambéing and liqueurs used in a flambe. Okay, this is the important point. What kind of liqueur we are using? The last stage of the preparation of dish to get an eye appeal to the guest. Flambéing requires a lot of skill and practices because of high level of risk is involved. Most of spirits such as whiskey, rum and brandy and liqueur, Coraco, Cointreau, Kirsch, Grand Marnier, Calvados and Tia Maria are most frequent use for flambe. Fortified wines are used for sweetening, sparkling wine for color and still wine for balancing the flavor. Okay, and cider and syrup gives excessive grease fat to the dish. And also beer help in determining the consistency of the dish. Okay, so this is about the flambéing and liqueur of the different kind of liqueur used in the Gordo service. And the definition of the flambe is actually it's a small mobile service trolley which hold a lamp on this graceful and elegant piece of furniture. An innovation and the extension of the style of flambe was, as I told you earlier also. So you have learned about the different kind of trolley used in the Gordon service: cheese trolley, flambe trolley, liqueur trolley, sweet trolley, wine trolleys, salad trolley, soup trolley. And next is you learn about some work hygiene. See the standard of cleanliness of a carver, the equipment and during the particular application of craft are of most almost importance. To this end of the following should be noted. First point is always wear spotlessly clean protective clothing. Remember you are on show as well as demonstrating your craft. So this is very important point, because this you are the only person who is leading the particular trolley and preparing a flambe dish. So ensure that your personal cleanliness is given a priority as you are working in the vicinity of your client as well as handling food. No excessive deodorant or aftershave should be used. So you have to remember this while playing, while preparation of the Gurdon dishes. You should no use the excessive amount of deodorant or aftershave should be used. Always pre-check your work area and equipment to ensure good and adequate hygiene practices. And handle spirit, color, gas carefully. Always use a self-inspection checklist to ensure the smooth operations. Technical skill is required. What are the technical skill? Let's see, discuss one by one. See, never handle the meat, pottery and game excessively. Carve as required and do not pre-carve too much or too early. Keep all meat, pottery or game under cover. Always you have to cover the meat and pottery dishes. Be it hot or cold and at the correct serving temperature. So you have to remember whatever this you are going to serve on the restaurant or the specialty restaurant, you have to know what temperature should be there and what in which temperature we have to serve. Be constantly vigilant by using your senses of sight and smell for any sign of deterioration in product being sold. Ensure the position of Gordo and do not move the trolley from guest to guest. So as I told you, you never push the trolley, you have to just pull the trolleys. Serve only main dish of each course from the trolley and pass the accompaniments and side dish like potatoes, green vegetables and salad in normal manner. A trolley does not have sufficient space for service of complete meal. So you have to plan in such a manner. Use carving board or joint plate while carving and never fill the carve or the silver dishes. When using a fork and carving, always work with the carved side downward, otherwise the prong will more control while handling the food. And always ensure the cleanliness of the trolley and surroundings. When service is finished at the one table, wipe down the gordo and move to the next table. So these are the key points which you have to remember while preparing the gordo dishes. Alright, sir? Okay. And next we will discuss the Gordon dishes, recipes of the Gordon dishes.